In my last video, I showed how to run Claude Code with NVIDIA NIM. Overall, that setup worked fine, but there's always room for improvement. So I started exploring alternatives, and that's when I came across MiniMax M2.5 on OpenCode Zen. Completely free, globally available, no GPU needed. What caught my attention is the benchmarks. MiniMax M2.5 scores 80.2 on SWE bench verified. Claude Opus 4.6 scores 80.8. That's basically the same tier of intelligence, except one costs nothing. So I want to find out today, can we actually plug this into the real Claude Code and use it for real work? Code-based reviews, refactoring, the full workflow. That's exactly what we're testing in this video. Alright, let's move on to the practical part. First, I need an OpenCode Zen account. I head over to opencode.ai, click on Zen and sign in with Google. No billing, just the free tier. Then I go to API keys, create one, give it a name and copy the key. I'll need this in a moment. Now I create a fresh folder called Claude-Zen-Demo. Quick check, node version 24, npm 11. Then I install Claude Code globally with npm. Took just a couple of seconds. Verify with Claude version, we're on latest version. Now the interesting part, by default Claude Code talks to Anthropic's API. To make it talk to Minimax instead, I just need a settings file. I create a .claude folder in my user directory first, open settings.json and paste the config. Four things matter here: the base URL pointing to opencode.ai/zen, the API key I just copied, an empty auth token to avoid conflicts I hit earlier, and the model set to minimax-m2.5-free. Save and we're ready to launch.
Alright, time to launch Claude Code. Type Claude. Now here, I actually hit a small issue the first time, an auth conflict warning. Turns out there was a stale token from a previous session. Easy fix though, Claude/logout clears it, and we're good. Once Claude Code loads up, I look at the bottom of the screen, and there it is, Minimax-M2.5-free, already showing. The settings file did its job. But to make sure, I run /model to check what's actually selected. The list shows the usual options: default, Opus 4.7, Sonnet, Sonnet with 1 million context, and at position 5, Minimax-M2.5-free with a green check mark right next to it, logged in. Now let's verify everything's actually connected. I ask a simple question: hey, which model are you? The response comes back fast: I'm currently running on Minimax-M2.5-free. Perfect. So just like that, Claude Code's full interface running on Minimax M2.5 completely free. No API costs, no rate limits hitting us. Now the real test. Let's see if this can actually handle a real code base. For a real test, I want to throw something serious at Minimax, like a toy project. So I clone Express.js. This is one of the most used Node.js frameworks out there. Real code, real patterns, real complexity. Around 33,000 objects pulled in seconds. I jump into the clone folder and relaunch Claude Code so it picks up the project context. Now here's a feature I really like in Claude Code: plan mode. Instead of jumping straight to edits, you can run /plan and the agent only reads. It explores, thinks, builds a strategy, but doesn't touch a single file. Much safer for the first pass on an unfamiliar code base. So I enable plan mode and ask the first question. Share a complete overview of this code base. What does it do? How is it structured? And what are the main components? Minimax kicks off. It launches an exploration agent, reads through package.json, scans the lib/folder, opens the main entry points, checks the test structure. Takes about 3 minutes. Watching it work is interesting. You can see it cross-referencing files, building context. And the result? Honestly, really impressive. It identifies this as Express.js version 5.2.1, lays out the folder structure perfectly, breaks down the 5 main components: application, request, response, router, and middleware. Lists 18 examples in the examples folder, 70 plus unit tests. Even pulls out the tech stack with key dependencies like body parser, accepts, and cookie. This is the kind of overview a senior dev would write after spending an hour with the code. Minimax did it in 3 minutes. Now let's push harder. I asked the next question. Review this code base for code quality issues, potential improvements, and technical debt. Be specific. Mention file names and line numbers. This is where it gets interesting. Minimax comes back with a full review: high priority, medium priority, low priority, all categorized. And it's not generic advice, real findings with file names and exact line numbers. For example, lib/utils.js line 269, prototype pollution risk because allow prototypes is set to true. That's a genuine security issue. Then lib/utils.js line 18, flagging a deprecated mime-types dependency. Missing null safety checks in request.js and response.js. A synchronous require inside a constructor in view.js. Even a magic number 1000 in response.js line 170 with no explanation. The kind of detail you'd expect from a careful code reviewer. Honestly, this is Opus level analysis, and we are running it for free. Now let's actually fix something. So I have a full review with multiple findings. Time to pick one and actually fix it. To switch out of plan mode, I press Shift plus Tab, is how you cycle through modes. Now I prompt: based on your review, pick the most straightforward improvement and implement it. Show me exactly what you're changing and why before you do it. Minimax picks the prototype pollution risk on line 269. Makes sense. It's a one line change with high security impact. Before making any edit, it explains the issue clearly. With allow prototypes true, an attacker can inject properties into object.prototype. That's a real attack vector. Setting it to false blocks it while keeping normal query parsing intact. Then it asks for confirmation before touching the file. I say yes. The edit applies. One line changed in lib/utils.js. True becomes false. Clean diff clearly shown. Minimax then tries to run the test to verify nothing breaks. Dependencies aren't installed in this environment, so the test command fails. But the actual fix is solid and verified. That's it. A real security improvement applied to one of the most popular Node.js frameworks by a free model. Alright, so far everything's been in the terminal. That works fine. But I prefer having my editor and AI side by side. So let's add the VS Code extension. I open VS Code, head to the extensions tab and search for Claude Code. The first result is Anthropic's official extension with the verified checkmark. Install it. Once installed, I see a Claude Code icon in the sidebar. Clicking it opens a dedicated panel right inside the editor. And the best part, it picks up the same settings.json we configured earlier, so Minimax is already loaded. No resetup needed. Now this is where the extension really shines compared to the terminal. I open lib/utils.js, the file we just fixed. Then I use the at mention to attach it directly into the chat. Quick prompt: explain this function and suggest if there are more security improvements. Minimax thinks for a few seconds and comes back with a full file analysis. It identifies the key functions: normalize type, compile tag, compile query parser. Notes that our prototype pollution fix is already in place. Then suggests more hardening, adding input length limits on accept params to prevent DOS attacks via oversized headers, and tighter validation on compile trust for proxy configurations. Real actionable suggestions, not generic advice. Next, I try the file mention again with a different file, lib/application.js. This time I ask it to add JSDoc comments to the create application function. Minimax checks the file, realizes that function doesn't actually exist there, and instead of guessing, it asks me to clarify. Suggests three alternatives. That's the kind of careful behavior I want from an AI agent. I also notice the slash commands menu in the panel. There's a lot here. Slash security dash review, slash simplify, slash team dash onboarding, slash usage, slash review, and more. Each one runs a pre-built workflow. Worth exploring, but I'll save that for another video. Also, the model menu inside the extension shows Minimax selected with thinking mode and effort level toggles. Everything just works. So now I've got Claude Code's full interface inside VS Code with native diff viewers, file mentions, slash commands, all powered by Minimax M2.5 free. Alright, so what are the conclusions from this quick test? First, Minimax M2.5 is genuinely impressive. The codebase overview, the line by line review, the security fix, All of it felt like working with a senior level model, and we're getting this for free through OpenCode Zen. The benchmarks weren't lying. Second, Claude Code as a platform is more flexible than I realized. The fact that you can just point it at any compatible API with a settings file, that's huge. You're not logged into Anthropic's pricing. Third, the VS Code extension was the part I didn't expect to like as much as I did. File mentions, native div viewers, and the slash command menu make this feel like a real coding partner, not just a chatbot. A couple of honest caveats though. The MiniMax M2.5 free tier is for a limited time. OpenCode hasn't given an exact end date, could be months, could be longer. So enjoy it while it lasts, but don't build your entire workflow assuming it'll stay free forever. Also, during the free period, your prompts may be used to improve the model. If you're working with sensitive code, keep that in mind. By the way, if you're new to Claude Code or want to go deeper, I covered a different free setup in an earlier video using NVIDIA NIM with DeepSeek. The approach there is different. It uses Light LLM as a proxy, and it's worth checking out if you want a backup option when Minimax eventually goes paid. Link in the description for all those content. I'll also be testing how Minimax holds up on larger, more complex code bases in a future video. Not just Express, but something with hundreds of files. If that interests you, subscribe so you don't miss it. That's it for today. If this video helped you, give it a like. And if you have questions or hit any issues with the setup, drop a comment below. I read all of them. See you in the next one.